Taj Farrant is the Central Coast's own pint-sized sensation.
And be a simple kind of man. I want to do this if you can.
The 13-year-old prodigy has rubbed shoulders with some of the best in the business, including Carlos Santana and rock legends Kiss. The local Australian artist has even featured on The Ellen Show and raised money for the bushfires back home whilst in Vegas with Human Nature. Taj Farrant joined Coast FM Live and the community's response was purely heartwarming.
Hi.
Oh my God, hello, you were so wonderful.
Hi, thank you.
Oh, look, that is so brilliant. Oh, what a wonderful career you are going to have.
Thank
And
you.
you already have.
Thank you.
Oh, look, I just had to ring and say I've just stopped the car and I've got my phone. I'm sorry, I'm so emotional.
It's all good.
I'm sure there's a lot of other people like me.
Yeah.
But maybe they won't bother to ring.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
that
you.
is wonderful. Have a wonderful life, darling.
I will, thank you.
Thank you so much.
So obviously, Taj, you've just been on the radio. We had a lady from the community call up, and she was a bit ecstatic to hear that you responded on the phone to her.
Yeah.
How great was it to see that the message is getting out and
it's good to see that I'm having more of an Australian fan base now, because it's normally been like America and Europe, but it's good to see some of the home country getting some love. So yeah.
And what better way here on the Central Coast as well, your actual hometown.
Yep, hometown too.
So talk me through, you're going on tour shortly next month.
Next month we're going on tour for about a month or a bit. So yeah.
And so for those that don't know Taj, you're 14 years old now, but you've been playing the guitar for a few years now and toured with some big names in the industry. So talk us through some of the, the top notches that you've rubbed shoulders with.
So I played with Carlos Santana, Rob Thomas, Orianthi, Kiss, and so many more. It's hard to keep track sometimes.
Who have you, learnt the most from? Or?
The person I learnt the most from was 100% Santana. The person I had the most fun with was probably Rob Thomas.
Yeah.
Because he said to me, there's not going to be that many people here. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So that was like the first show I think I ever got nervous for.
Yeah.
And then I walked out, he completely lied to me. There was about 40,000 there.
You're now 14 and you're doing homeschool, but how do you, I guess, manage and, juggle the life of a rock star and being a 14-year-old kid as well?
It's not really that hard I say it's not hard, but it's really not that hard. It's kind of the same. Once you get used to, like, being in the industry, it's a lot easier to...
So you'll do a few hours of school.
do a few hours of school, then do some music, and then,
And your sister's doing that as well with you?
Yeah, Giselle's doing that as well, yeah.
So we've got drummer, she's doing the drums, and she's going on tour with you?
Yeah, she's doing the drums on tour with us in a month, so yeah.
And so talk us through, you've got 2 singles now?
Yeah, we got 2 singles. The first single was called Just Can't Sleep.
Yeah.
And then the second single's called Hit the Ground.
Yeah, and your sister features in that one as well.
Yeah, Giselle featured. She did the drums and the backing vocals for it. Yeah. So, yeah.
So talk us, we'll rewind again, we're a bit of a shove around, but where did it all begin? So you were just 7 when you found your love of guitar and
I
music?
was 7 years old when we went to. It was my pop's birthday. We went to AC/DC. He brought me, my uncle, dad, and himself. We went to AC/DC. Angus Young came out of the ground, and I was on my dad's shoulders, and I was like, "Holy, I think I'm gonna need to do this." And then I asked Dad for a guitar for my birthday for ages, and then he got me a guitar, and it kind of took off from there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you're still a big fan of AC/DC, but you've
Yeah.
sort of expanded your listening ears.
Yeah,
What are
I've
you listening to at the
expanded
moment?
I listen, well, when I'm not playing guitar, I actually listen to a lot of rap music and R&B, because they have a lot of layers, and I like listening to the different layers. And when I am like playing guitar, and if I'm just feeling like, I listen to a lot of blues and actually country. So yeah.
How hard is it, and what are some of the struggles that Australian musicians or artists might go through to get out there and be recognised for their music?
There's a lot more people over in America than there is in Australia, so there's more people willing to give you a chance. So yeah.
Another thing for this year is you're going to be going out into the schools,
Yeah.
and doing a bit of a anti-bullying sort of program.
Yeah,
So how did that come about?
So when I was a child, I used to get bullied a lot because I had different hair and I didn't really play sports. But so I just wanted to go out to schools and just say it's okay to be different. Live your dreams. If you want to play music, you can play music. If you don't want to, if you want to do something else, you can do that. But yeah.
So be a simple kind of man.